All right, so you see this speech from the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, has just unlocked another fear in me. Imagine the Chief of Defense Staff starting a speech while addressing the Benue killings with "from my own view."
Now, from my own view, what I have observed, two basic things, or three basic things. One, issue of land, indigenous, non-indigenous, critical, which is political. That is supposed to be sorted out politically. Secondly, the issue of the movement of animals. I have told people over time that when they say farmer herders clash means two things are moving. But if a farm is standing and an animal comes in, it's not a clash. It's somebody entering somebody's property. So we must find solutions to which means if the animals don't move, we don't have issues. Now again, because of that, we have issues of rustling of animals. Which means if we don't even rustle animals again that are moving, again, there won't be most of this problem happening. So those are the three critical aspects that we must be able to address clearly. And like I said, most of it is political solution that needs to come into it. Because it's not what the military can solve. What we can stop is to try and stop people from attacking each other.
Speech from the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, has just unlocked another fear in me. Imagine the Chief of Defense Staff starting a speech while addressing the Benue killings with "from my own view." He said, "from my own view." This is a man that is privileged to a lot of information. He can get information left, right, and center. He's not talking based off on investigation. He's not even certain about the problem. This is the Chief of Defense Staff starting with "from my own view." I'm sorry to say, but Oga does not sound certain. So if Oga does not sound certain, that means we don't even know where the problem is coming from. It's either he's not certain, or it's actually, I won't use scared, or he does not want to say what is really going on. Now, we outlined two problems that might be the cause of these headsmen issues around Nigeria. The first point he raised, he said, from his own view, is the issue of land between indigenous and non-indigenous. Issue of land between indigenous and non-indigenous. And one part of the people which are non-indigenous are armed with AK-47s. There are multiple videos of these guys with AK-47. It's definitely not about land, bruv. If it's just about land, we have seen videos of headsmen with guns in bush counting money. Multiple videos here and there. So it has absolutely nothing to do about land. This is full terrorism from my own view as well. We are at the mercy of these people at this point. Because if the Chief of Defense Staff is saying "from my own view," not based off on intelligence, not based off on investigation, not with any certainty, from his own view, you know how crazy that statement is. In a nutshell, it's just saying, I don't know what's going on, no, but this is what I can think of. From my own view. Now, another point he raised, he said the movement of animals. Well, the issue of movement of animals, I still don't think that that's the problem. Yes, that's like that one has small problem. They are wrong but who owns these animals? Because there's a video of government vehicle escorting cows in Benue. Who owns these animals? And why are these people so powerful that they have AKs? Where do they bring these AKs from? Who supply them bullets? Let's go back to this attack in Benue State. They came with gallon of fuel. Then they pour all this fuel inside these people's house. They set fire. Where they load those fuel from? Which filling station sell am? How dem take pass? We understand our borders are porous, but at this point, we cannot keep complaining about the borders, because this thing has occurred too many times for us to keep complaining about one thing. We have a lot of military men. Somebody somewhere that is powerful is giving these people so much power, and they should do an investigation on everybody in the military, police, navy, and everywhere. This has nothing to do with land, fighting about land. In Jos, we see them. They'll go wipe the whole community out. Land grabbing. How many places be their land? The other one is land grab. How many places are they? Which land are they dragging? Indigenous or non-indigenous? How many land they want secure? So would you say it is indigenous and non-indigenous dragging for land that is happening in Enugu? That is happening in Bayelsa? That almost happened in Edo State? That is happening in Ondo State? That is happening in Taraba? That is happening in Benue? That means they are dragging for the whole Nigeria. If we are saying it's about land, that means that the whole Nigeria might be their land. Now the whole Nigeria be their property. It only means that it is the whole country that is their problem. It has nothing to do with indigenous or non-indigenous land or no land. You know, it has nothing. Maybe there's another reason. I wouldn't say what I think is the reason. No, I no go talk ambo. It'll be my mouth to go here. Do you understand? But it is disappointing. That statement, from my own view. Nah, we gonna learn. We gonna learn the hard way. All I can say is this: get ready, Nigerians, to start protecting yourself, bro. They are coming for everybody, and it's no joke. I said this thing earlier. They thought I was crazy. It has nothing to do with APC and PDP. It has nothing to do with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or one Peter Obi or politics. It is deeper. Something is somewhere happening. But I know the genesis are the politicians, obviously. Because the Nigerian army is being sacrificed on a daily basis. The police are being sacrificed on this issue on a daily basis. It's the politicians, obviously. But the mission of these people is what I don't understand yet. And slowly, I say we will do this thing. And so they go talk. They go wipe out Benue. They go talk. They go wipe out Jos. The people of this town, you better buckle up, man. Problem is coming. Peace and love, don't play. If you all play, you're going to learn, and you will learn the hard way.
Benue State Governor, Reverend Father Hyacinth Yomemalia, Your Excellency, Reverend Father Governor, sir, what is going on in Benue State? Mr. Governor, wetin be the real thing where they happen for Benue State? Who are the people where they sponsor the killing where you talk for Benue State? Because few days ago, you granted interview where you talk, say, from una findings, say you go release report of your judicial panel. Say na some politicians where they for Abuja, na them they sponsor the killings and all the wahala where they go on for the state. Mr. Governor, Reverend Father, sir, why are you yet to publish the list of those people where they cause the killings? Now, which people for your party you they follow the fight? What are the disagreements that you people have, and waiting they happen where they translate to the killing of innocent people in Benue State? Your Excellency, Reverend Father Governor, sir, we must stop to deceive ourselves. Nigerians, when I see this issue of Benue killings, my sympathy to the people of Benue State. But unfortunately, not be only about to protest, not be to the talk say end the killings alone. Because this issue of insecurity, the thing where we know is less than the one where we know. The thing where politicians they talk is less than the thing where they know they talk. A lot is going on with the issue of insecurity, and until we address the issue of governance to fix these institutions, nothing is going to change. Now to they wait for turn by turn. Because unfortunately, even some people for Benue State, they say, okay, they go vote for APC governor. So that today now, APC day state, APC day federal. But the hands of politicians don't they tied. Is it that you are afraid to go against the party where you day, even when you know the truth about what is going on in that state? President Tinubu don't order say make military go take over, make they go carry on the situation for Benue State. Now the same line every time insecurity, we order military go after this, go after that. The more military they go after, the more the insecurity go still increase again. What exactly is the thing where we never talk concerning insecurity? Few days ago, last month, the governor of Borno State, he go visit President Professor Zulum. He they complain about how Boko Haram don't come back for Borno State, how they kill people. The statement where he tell President Tinubu, he said, Mr. President, on issues of insecurity, listen to military, not sycophants. Governor of state, they tell President, say, listen to the military and not sycophants. Because today for Nigeria, since 1999, for the first time, we have a president where no see issue of national security as his primary responsibility. They don't push him, outsource him to national security advisor. So is it possible that we have begun, we don't completely politicize the issue of national security for Nigeria? Nigerians, the more we look, the less we see. All this one where people, they die, innocent blood being shed every day. Tomorrow, Plateau State, now how many years? This Benue State issue, now how many years the thing don't happen, they come. But yet, the thing just, they change dimension. The thing, they change dimension. Up till now, people were supposed to, they talk, we never hear anything concerning them. Traditional rulers, Christian Association of Nigeria, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, all the Sultan of Sokoto. So these killings for Benue State, it never reach where all of una go come ask questions, say what exactly is going on and how do you put an end to this needless and incessant wasting of innocent citizens' blood. Governor, sir, we are waiting for you to release the report of your judicial panel, for you to name the politicians where you talk, say when I don't find out, say they sponsor the killing of your people. Abi, you are more interested in protecting your political party and your political position above the life of your citizens in Benue State. Every day, Benue State is in the news for killings. Killing innocent people, mass burial, mass grave, mass grave. Oh my sheo, Nigeria, is it a crime to be from a country? What exactly is the offense to be a Nigerian? Nigerians, the earlier we unite together and end this calamity and tragedy we call a government, by 2027, we have another 4 years to continue to send rest in peace and the killings. May God give us the wisdom, because this one where we did so now turn by turn Nigeria PLC night we they wait for. Mr. Governor, please, we are waiting on your report. We want to know the politicians sponsoring the killings in Benue State, because you see this issue of killings, Nigerians must prosecute it to a reasonable conclusion if we truly mean well for ourselves in this country. My condolences to the victims and my sympathies to all victims of this insurgency and needless killings. May God help Nigeria.
See, talking about this Benue situation, I just want to talk about two things here, to whom it may concern, to whoever wants to listen. Just two things. One, you see, there was a protest, right? The protest was an event, a dating. The protest is over. Has the solution been gotten? The answer is no. But some will quite think the solution has already arrived, because the Inspector General of Police went to Benue State and the CDS visited. And as usual, you know, we're going to witness a kind of deployment of military personnel, police personnel, patrolling, mostly even in urban areas, right? At least for a while. So for a while now, after that now, it will now finish. Abi? So, and I want you to know that the perpetrators of this act are equally aware that the atmosphere is tense now. So they are going to wait till the situation is no more tense, then they will resume. You understand? And that is why in this regards, I want to talk about our protest. I have made several videos in this regards. Protest is not an event. Number one, it's not a dating. It's not an occasion that you just do once and you just go. That is one. Secondly, protest is not something you expect to just go out and you are served rice and beans, or people are cheering you up for demanding for your right. That is not true. So don't expect that when you go out, everything is going to be rosy, whatever. That is on that part. Another thing I want to talk about in this regard is protests should be objective. Objective in the sense that, I've said this severally, objective in the sense that the points must be itemized. The solutions to the problems must be well itemized and presented to the government. I remember some times back I made a video in regards the international global standard of what policing should be, where I made reference to the fact that the global standard is the fact that a total number of 241 policemen are required to police a group of 10,000 individuals. And when I run my statistics with the total number of Nigerians and with the total number of police we have at the moment, I get to discover that when you deduct the ones attached to VIP and the rest of it, you're virtually left with like 15 policemen protecting 10,000 people. 15 policemen providing security to 10,000 people. That is what you have in Nigeria at the moment. So, in regards objective protest now, you quite agree with me. It's not just Benue that is under police. Nigeria is under police generally. So I was expecting a situation when you're coming out for this protest, it should be a call for the fact that, and this thing still boils down to police reform. It should be a call for the fact that there is need for establishment of more security outfits in the state, most especially in these areas affected. That is to say, anywhere you have a community of 10,000 people, you are expecting to have a police division there, well and optimally equipped. But what do you have in Nigeria? 15 policemen protecting a community of 10,000? And in most cases, you have a community of even more than 10,000 where you don't even have police presence. So, if you're not objective in regards demanding for these things, I'm telling you, they will deploy. They will come and throw smoke. Because the fact is, how long will they even sustain the logistic that is involved in moving up and down, mostly in urban areas, fueling the helicopters, the trucks and whatever? I'm not telling you what they will be removed. Possibly now you will be left with a little checkpoints or whatever there. That is not what address it. That is on that part. The second thing I want to talk about is to whoever wants to listen. Until we go back to the drawing board of how our forefathers, our parents used to live before, I am telling you, the issue of stopping insecurity will remain nothing but a delusion. What were they doing different that we are not doing at the moment? You quite agree with me that the engine, the main unit of any state or any society was at that point in time was the community. That is to say, you have a community whereby everybody knows each other. One. Secondly, you have a community whereby there's active community participation. I remember the days of vigilantes. All communities come together, put resources together to form up a vigilante and a lot of other things. And apart from having them alone, by the time you hear, okay, there's a robbery in this place or there are thieves in this place, everybody comes out. But what do you have in today's world? What you have in today's world is a situation when they are robbing the next flat in the same building, the other neighbor is trying to lock his door properly, so that they don't enter and come to him, or others are trying to run away. The fact is, we're still now left with, if you no consign me, it no be my problem. But gradually it's coming to affect everybody. And at that point in time, with our forefathers then, the community had leaders that were selected, traditional rulers that were selected by the people. And they represent the people. They were very active. They have a kind of a working network that was all about the community itself, number one. But what do you have in at this point in time? You just have a situation where you see a community is just a group of people living together independently. Everybody living. It's even extends to the villages now. So till we go back to that, and you quite agree with me that by the time you have a community that is divided, that cannot even agree on a thing, how are you expecting to have a state or a country that is united towards a common enemy? That is where the problem starts. Have you ever wondered how have they succeeded in dividing people across religious and across tribal sentiment? You think they go to a particular state and just divide them? It starts with the individual, and the individual from the community. From that community, that's why when they pollute this person's mind, pollute the next person's mind, pollute the other person's mind, you now have a small community that is divided. And extensively, it expand, and before you know, you have a bunch of people that cannot come together and reason and fight the common enemy. And that is the situation. So this basic thing, seriously, until we do it, we cannot even hold the government accountable, and nothing is going to change.